This is Myra Elaine from the Buying Space channel. Today I'm reading from a Torah. On the right side here you can see the Hebrew, and the English translation directly from the Hebrew is over on the left. I'm in chapter 32. This is the parting of Laban and Jacob. And early in the morning Laban rose up and kissed his sons and his daughters and blessed them. And Laban departed and returned to his own place. And Jacob went on his way, and there met him angels of God. And when Jacob saw them, he said, "This is a camp of God." And he called the name of that place Mac-Anayim. And Jacob sent messengers before him to Esau his brother unto the land of Seir, the fields of Edom, and commanded them, saying, Thus shall ye speak unto my lord to Esau, Thus say thy servant Jacob, with Laban have I sojourned, and stayed until now. And I have acquired oxen and asses, flocks, and manservants, and women servants. And I send now to tell my Lord to find grace in thy eyes. And the messengers returned to Jacob, saying, We came unto thy brother, to Esau, and he cometh to meet thee, and 400 men with him. Then Jacob was greatly afraid and distressed, and he divided his people that were with him, and the flocks, and the herds, and the camels, into 2 bands. He said, If Esau should come to this one band, smite it, and that the other band which is left may escape. And Jacob said, O God, my father Abraham, and God of my father Isaac, the Lord who saidst unto me, Return to thy country and to thy birthplace, and I will deal well with thee. I am not worthy of all this kindness, and of all the truth which thou hast shown unto thy servant. For with my staff I passed over this Jordan, and now I became 2 bands, 2 hands. No, it says bands. Deliver me, I pray thee, for the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau. For I fear him, lest he will come and smite me, the mother with the children. And thou saidst, I will surely do thee good, and make thy seed as the sand of the sea, which cannot be numbered for multitude. As he lodged there that night, he took of that which he had with him, a present for Esau his brother, 200 she-goats, 20 he-goats, 200 sheep, and 20 rams, 30 milch camels with their coats, 40 cows, and 10 bulls, 20 she-asses, and 10 foals. And he delivered them unto the hand of his servants, even drove it by himself. And he said to the servants, Pass on before me, and put a space between drove and drove. And he commanded the foremost, saying, When Esau my brother should meet thee, and ask thee, saying, Where art thou, and whither art thou going? And for whom are these before thee? Then shalt thou say, They belong to thy servant, to Jacob, and it is a present sent unto my Lord, to Esau. And behold, he also is behind us. And he commanded also the second, also the third, as also the folded in droves, saying, After this manner shall ye speak to Esau when ye find him. And say ye moreover, Behold, also thy servant Jacob is behind us. For he said, I will appease him with the present that goeth before me, and afterwards I will see his face. Persevere, he will receive me kindly. So when the present went on before him, he himself lodged that night in the camp. And he rose up that night, and he took his 2 wives and 2 handmaidens, and his 11 sons passed over the ford of Jabbok. And he took them and sent them over the stream, and sent them over what he had. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the break of day. And when he saw that he would not prevail against him, he struck against the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was put out of joint, as he was wrestling with him. And he said, Let me go, for the day hath dawned. And he said, I will not let thee go until thou hast blessed me. And he said unto him, What is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, Not Jacob shall thy name be called by that name, but Israel. For thou hast striven with God and with men, and hast prevailed. And Jacob asked him, and said, Tell me, I pray thee, thy name. And he said, Wherefore dost thou ask after my name? And he blessed him there. And Jacob called the name of the place Peniel, for I have seen the angel of God face to face, and my life have been preserved. And the sun rose upon him as he passed by Peniel, and he limped upon his thigh. Therefore do the children of Israel not eat the slough which is upon the hollow of the thigh to this day, because he struck against the hollow of Jacob's thigh on the sinew that shrank. That's interesting. I wonder if that's still true today, that Jews do not eat thighs because of Jacob being struck on the thigh. I absolutely, positively did not remember this part of Jacob's life. We know so much about him. We hear so much about him in Sunday school and church, but I did not know that he wrestled with an angel the night before he returned to his homeland, to his brother Esau. And I didn't know how he went back to Esau. I did not know that story. I know that it can't be an easy reunion. You know, when you have problems with your family. I mean, talk about family problems. Esau lost his birthright and his blessing from his father because of Jacob. And Jacob left so that Esau wouldn't kill him. So all this time, 20 years has gone by. He has no idea what Esau's reaction will be to him returning, because Jacob is the true heir of what Esau has developed and done these 20 years too. Just like Laban tried to take everything he could from Jacob, Esau could try to take everything from Jacob, or Jacob could try to take everything from Esau. So it's not a good situation when brother is against brother, and he didn't know. So as I continue next week We'll find out what happens between these brothers, if they end up getting along or whether it means war. Have a wonderful and blessed day, everyone.